Hey Crafty Dolls, welcome back, and thanks so much for spending part of your day with me. If you're new here, my name is Amber Michawn and I love all things DIY decor on a budget but with a high-end look. But if you're not new, hey doll, hey. So in today's video, I'm super excited to share a brand new round of some fall decor and wall art. I really hope you enjoy the video, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so for my first DIY, I have these two wood pumpkins. I got these from Target a while ago. So I think they were about $5. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of them, and I'm going to take this fabric that I got from the Dollar Tree, some buffalo check blue, and some candy corn, some burlap that I got from Walmart when it was on sale a couple years ago after Christmas. And then I'm going to actually use some black and white buffalo check fabric as well. So I'm not going to use the candy corn. You can if you want. So what I'm doing is I am going to trace out my pumpkin shape on the top of these fabric pieces. Do it on the back side so that way your line doesn't show. And yeah, so I basically kept this double-sided so that way I could, when I did cut them down, I would do two at a time. Yeah. I get a little lazy like that. Not really lazy. I think I just, am a mom of three. So I'm busy. I got to utilize the resources that I can. Anyways, you can take whatever tool you need to cut this down. I have this fabric cutting tool. I really don't know what it's called because I don't use it that often. But I ended up using scissors for majority of the rest of the pumpkins that I did cut out. So you do that on whatever fabric that you have. You choose the color, you choose the print design, whatever you want. Once that was all done, these are what my pieces look like. And then I decided I wanted to take the burlap, and instead of making an actual burlap pumpkins, I'm actually going to use the burlap to be the backs of these pumpkins. So the way I do that is I first realized I need to iron these fabric pieces out. So I use my heat tool from, not my heat tool, my heat iron, whatever, from HTV Ron. And so then I just straighten all those out. And then I decide another thing. This happens to me when I'm crafting all the time. I don't know if it happens to you. Let me know in the comments down below if it does. I have an idea, but then something else pops in my head. So I decided that I wanted to make these look a little bit more like pumpkins. So I needed the curved bottoms on it, right, to make it look like a pumpkin, not just like, is it a pumpkin, is it an apple? Even apples have the bottoms of them bumped or curved like that. So I decided to freehand cut that out, and it turned out so good. I'm really glad that I decided to do that, especially with the stem being as small that it was. But anyways, once that was done, then I went ahead and cut out piece of burlap fabric that I needed, and then I'm just using some hot glue to secure it down onto my fabric pumpkin onto the back side. And you can use whatever you need so you don't burn your fingers. I'm using this squeegee kind of tool that I use for my chalk paste. I could not find my polyfill, so use your resources that you have. I have a bunch of yarn that I don't use and I don't plan on using, so I use the yarn to fill in all of my pumpkins and the extra burlap that I cut off on the edges. So you see I'm cutting off this extra. I use that in all of my pumpkins, so no waste. I'm not being wasteful over here is what I'm trying to say. So use what you have, and it turned out really good. And I actually really liked the form that it took with the burlap and the yarn together. It gave it more of a structured, pillowy look, if that makes any sense. And it feels even better. It was easier to mess around with and hang up or place in a tier tray. So once that was done, I really love how it turned out. And of course, these pumpkins need bows. So once I was finished with all of them, I have 8 total, 4 blue, 4 black. And I just did some simple shoestring double jute bows. I just wrapped them around my finger and then tied them off, and then I glued them to the bottom of the stem and then cut off the tails a little bit. And that's it for this one. Super adorable. You can use them for tiered trays, which is what I will probably do, but another idea is to use it as a garland and just tie another piece of jute onto the back, and then you're able to hang them on a piece of jute or rope. And I really love how these turned out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. All right, friends, so I'm trying to get back on to YouTube more regularly. Today's video is also part of a collaboration with some of my friends here on YouTube, hosted by Liana DIY. Our guest this month is Crafted by Corey. So make sure you head down to my description box below. There you'll find the link to the playlist as well as pinned in the comments. And yeah, when you go over there, make sure you tell them I said hello. So after this video, make sure you watch all of them. You'll get some great fall inspiration. All right, let's get back to the DIYs. All right, so for this next one, it's super easy, literally like 2 steps, y'all. So I have these frame signs or like window frames from the Dollar Tree. I've had them for years. And then I have my silkscreen stencils. I got these off of Amazon. They came in a pack of 9. So you just had to cut them out. And then I'm using my chalk paint in white by Waverly. And I gave these little front pieces of the window signs about 3 coats of white paint. And the reason by that is because the wording on the front is kind of like etched into the MDF or the cardboard or whatever. So you just have to get a little bit more coverage to it. So then what I did is just place my silkscreen stencils down. I have this harvest orange and then this forest green color. They're both acrylic colors. All of my chalk paste has gone like dry, and I know I could just fill in with some water and it will work, but I just didn't have the time and I really wanted to get this video out. So yeah, I would recommend using some chalk paste. You can use chalk paint and acrylic paint for any silkscreen stencils, but you run the risk of a little bit of bleeding, and that's what happened with my orange pumpkin. It just bled just a tiny bit. It's not too terrible, but it looks a little fuzzy, a little blurry, if you get my drift. So I do another one of these later in the video, so I'm going to try a different method and we'll see if that works. But that's pretty much it for these ones. Once they're dry, then I just attach them back to the same spot they were in and with some hot glue. And that's it. I really love these pieces from the Dollar Tree because you can personalize them for whatever season or whatever reason that you need them for a baby shower, wedding, whatever. I think they're adorable and you don't even have to do a whole lot. For my next DIY, I have this long sign that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I have this truck along with this insert of pumpkins. I got this from Hobby Lobby. It comes with several different inserts that you can use year round for all of the holidays. So obviously with fall, I'm going to use the pumpkin one. So the first thing I did is I am going to paint my sign using my Waverly chalk paint in white. I thought I wanted to keep the border the natural brown color, but I just didn't feel like taping it down. So I definitely just painted the entire thing white, and I gave it about 2 coats. Next thing I'm going to do for my pumpkins, I'm actually going to use my paint pens. I got a bunch of these off of Amazon. And they work really well for me. I've done a lot of projects that I haven't shown, like for my kids and stuff like that. But they work really well, and I'm going to have to buy some more because I didn't realize I was out of a few of the colors, but that is how I painted the pumpkins, and I just wanted to show you that. Just for video purposes, I didn't think you wanted to see me painting all of the colors of the pumpkins. But if you do next time, leave me a comment down below, and I will definitely show you all 12 minutes of me doing that. Then, of course, I'm going to paint my truck red, that quintessential red truck. I haven't done a red truck in so long. They're growing on me more. If you've been around for a while, you know I don't really care for the red truck, but it's coming around for me. I painted the wheels black and then the bed of the truck black as well. Once everything is all painted and dried, it's time for me to assemble. So I just stick my pumpkin insert into the holes on the back of the bed of that truck. And then I'm going to use some scrap like wood dowels, and I'm going to glue those down to the back of the truck, and give that a little bit of height on my sign, and then just adhere everything with some hot glue, and that's it for this one. I ended up putting back the jute piece of cord that I took off earlier. I should have left it on there because I want to hang it, so I just put it back on there with some hot glue, and that's it for this one. I really love how this turned out. next up, we're going to take this Dollar Tree love sign that I got from, during Valentine's Day, obviously from Dollar Tree, because I just said it. Anyways, then I have this... I crack myself up sometimes. I don't really know what I'll be saying half the time my voiceover, and I don't do multiple takes, y'all. What you hear in my voiceovers is what I say the first time. I just don't have the time, and I don't mind you guys hearing me blabber on or ramble on. Anyways, I have this scrapbooking paper from Hobby Lobby. It's really pretty. And then, so what I wanted to do is cut down the sign. So I just used my box cutter. I used an X-Acto knife. I used a bunch of things so I could get down the right cut size to it. I had to do it a couple times. Obviously, you could see, but it worked out in the end. Then I mixed some Mod Podge with some water, just so I could get it adhering to that with the paper. I did end up using some hot glue just for video purposes to get this down. And then my favorite thing to do to remove the paper for these signs is using my finger sander. I really love this process, and I love the way that it looks afterwards, because I really love a Farmhouse rustic but modern look, and I think that just gives it. I really pay attention to those corners too. So once that was done, this is what it turned out to be. Then I took another piece of wood sign. I think I got this from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. It was like a pack of like 4, I think, 4 or 5 for $1. I'm going to paint that white. I have 2 silk screen stencils that I'm not sure which one I want to use. I ended up using the pumpkin spice latte thing, and it just did not work out. I used the burnt umber acrylic paint. It just didn't look right. So this is the other process or way that I said that I was going to use. I have this like squeegee little dabber. So I'm going to use my crystal colored chalk paint and this King's Gold acrylic paint. And so what I do is just dab it around onto the parts that I wanted. I want some of that gold to pop out with the heart. So I just use a little bit of my squeegee to put that on there, because I just didn't want it to run or anything. But it actually didn't transfer over that well, so I had to go back with my squeegee and go ahead and, sift it over. I'm thinking that the chalk paint works way better than acrylic paint if you don't have chalk paste. Anyways, I glue it to the front of the sign, and that's it for this one. I really, really love how this turned out. Might be my favorite one of this video, but you let me know which one happens to be your favorite. All right, Crafty Dolls, that's all I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you head down to my description box and check out the playlist and all the fall inspiration that you can get. And yeah, if you love this video and if you're not subscribed, I would really love if you consider subscribing and hitting the bell so you're notified every time that I upload. All right, dolls, be blessed, stay safe, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye.